Hey guys, Matt Press here. Just wanted to do a real quick review video of the new console insert that I just picked up from EVANNEX. I actually had a really nice video put together from yesterday where I did the unboxing, and the audio quality was just incredibly poor with the GoPro. Not sure if it was the housing I had it in, the jostling, but it was, I got about 3/4 of the way through it and had to turn it off. It was so annoying even for me with the audio quality. So I may or may not post pieces of that. Perhaps just fast forwarded so you can see at least the video footage. But I'm definitely impressed with this console. Hopefully the audio on this one turns out better. Simple drop-in installation. There's no removal of original consoles. Really, it's a piece of cake. Anybody can do the install. Couple of things about the console I really love. Number one, anybody who owns a Tesla Model S knows this is one of the huge challenges, cup holders. So if you look at the regular console that comes in the car, you know, these pieces will slide forward, cover up 2 cup holders here. But one of the things to notice is how close these are together. Probably not much light right in here, but the point is, unless you have 2 really small bottles of water sitting beside each other, the cups will start to bump into each other and actually angle outward, so it really makes, you know, spill potential go up. Also, you have the whole elbow problem, right? So, you know, if I'm sitting here driving the car, literally this driver's side cup holder is exactly where my elbow naturally wants to go, which is no problem if you have it covered. You know, it's perfect for, you know, an armrest, but it makes at least the driver's side cup holder virtually useless unless you're, you know, doing 2 hands on a wheel. I guess you technically should, or you're being, you know, uncomfortable with your arm placement. Now, I did find that this one is adequate for me if I'm the only one in the car, but again, if I have a passenger, they're up against the same challenge. So I definitely like the fact that I don't have to rely on solely these anymore. Now I do have an actual dedicated cup holder in the console, which is certainly a nice touch. There's a rubber insert that's actually removable, so if you do have really large cups, this will come out. You also have covered storage, which is something that is very rare in the Tesla, unfortunately. The only other covered storage you've got in the entire car is the glove box. And on some of the Teslas with leather seats, don't know if you guys can see this, but there's a little tiny pouch right here on the front of the seat that technically you could consider covered if you had to hide something. But as far as, you know, covered storage where you might want to put a pair of sunglasses, maybe a small firearm, it's this or the glove box. But I really like the fact that this has a sliding door. It's kept shut with a magnet. They actually put a magnet right here, so it'll stay shut when you're driving. And I don't know how much it's going to show up in the shot here, but this material is actually called lace wood in my particular car, and there's certainly different varieties. You know, there was carbon fiber, you've got, I think, burl wood might be one example. There's several different factory trim finishes, but mine came with lace wood. So really nice match between this overlay versus what's on the car factory. And I don't know if you can even see with the amount of light we have in here, but basically they match almost to a T. I mean, nearly perfect match. And you can tell, like maybe right in here you can see it, it does have some texture to it. So really nice console. I'm definitely very impressed with it. The other thing it has is a spot for your phone. Now, interesting thing about this, it does come with a nice notch way down here at the bottom. You may or may not be able to see with the light, but basically it allows your charging cable to go through there flush without causing the console to wobble or protrude or anything along those lines. And it actually plugs right into your USB. You can have a little bit of excess cable, you know, pulled through, and if you just want to, you know, tuck it away kind of down in here so it's out of sight, you can do that. Put your phone down in here. Now, I do find that the placement of this is certainly incredibly inconvenient if you ever had to get your phone and look at it. I mean, you're going to have to either unplug it and pull it all the way out to look at it, but with that same thought, it's almost a good thing because it allows you to plug it in, charge it, let it be out of sight, out of mind, and hopefully avoids any potential to look at it or do anything while you're actually driving, which we certainly want to avoid. And especially, you know, with the Model S having, you know, voice recognition and things, and if you've got like a Apple Watch like I do, you can actually you know, just talk to the watch and it'll transcribe a text message if that's what you had to do. So there's certainly some alternatives here, but Tesla, if you're listening, CarPlay, thank you. So very nice install, very simple to do, very nice console. Definitely impressed with the finished product. It's very secure, you know, sitting here, it's not going anywhere. What I had before this was actually the $75 to $80 rubber insert. You guys may have seen this on Amazon. It's about $75, $85. Now, although it does fit, you know, right there in the yacht floor of these cars very nice, the problem is it's all rubber. So if you put your cup in there and one of the 2 cup holders it comes with, when you go to take the cup out, the whole console lifts up with your cup. And I found that incredibly annoying, to the fact that I used it all of 2 or 3 times, took it out and immediately shipped it back. So this is not going anywhere. This is a heavy, well-made console. I put a 32-ounce Yeti in this cup holder just fine. You know, put it in and out, made sure the console was staying put. No problem whatsoever. So thoroughly impressed with the console, highly recommended. It's about half the price of your OEM Tesla console. If you were to go straight to Tesla and say you want a console and throw your hands up, it's about $1,200. So this one's actually less than half that cost. So there was ways that you could option this thing out that would put it a little bit further north than what I got it at. For an example, you can add a second cup holder right here. So if you really want 2 cup holders, you can do it. Of course, it comes at a trade-off because it really cuts into your covered storage. And kind of the way I saw it, got the main cup holder here for every day, and then I do have 2 additional right here if I had to use them and just be uncomfortable for a short period. But 1 is all I needed. And the only other thing you can get in conjunction with this console is one of these little cubby covers, if you will. So there's just a regular shelf right here in all the Teslas. You can see I've got, you know, some Altoids in there now. Got other little odds and ends, like, you know, if I ever were to be out and not be able to get to a Tesla charger and I start running low, I've got a charge point card and just a microfiber. So all this is really tucked away. It doesn't really bother me all that much that it's not covered, but they do make a nice little cubby, if you will. That's the only way I know how to describe it. It's a little cubby insert that goes into this channel that's kept closed with a magnet, and it matches your finish. So in my case, you know, it would have been lace wood, and it definitely does, from the pictures they have on their website, it does look nice and fluid to have all that together with the same finish. But again, you know, the price was going a little bit too far north when you really option this thing out the way I wanted. So for the immediate future, the only thing I really needed was the console itself and my 1 cup holder. That was my main goal. So got that accomplished, highly recommended. I'll leave the link to where I got this in the description. If there's any comments, thoughts on this console, please definitely leave your comments below. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.